Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a wonderful day. In today's video, we are going to be going over our September book club choices, and you guys are going to vote. You guys can go to my community tab right now to cast your vote. We have 4 books to choose from this month, and I hope you guys are excited for our August book club discussion. We will be discussing Kayla Olsen's The Reunion. That book club discussion will take place this Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So bring your things you want to discuss. Grab your popcorn, your coffee, whatever you like to snack on when you're reading, and we're just going to have a good discussion and a good time. So don't forget our August book club discussion is Kayla Olsen's The Reunion, and that will be taking place this Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell. Actually, you can go on my YouTube page now and look for the live and click your notification bell for that right now as well. So the first book for September you guys can choose from is Nicholas Sparks' Dreamland. The synopsis for this book is #1 New York Times bestseller, a twist you won't see coming, a love story you'll never forget. From the acclaimed author of The Notebook comes a powerful novel about to risk everything for a dream and whether it is possible to leave the past behind. We don't always get to choose our path in life. Sometimes they choose us. One of the best books of the year, Sugar Pop. After fleeing an abusive husband with her 6-year-old Tommy Beverly Hills. After fleeing an abusive relationship with her 6-year-old Tommy Beverly is attempting to create a new life for them in a small town off the beaten track. Despite their newfound freedom, Beverly is consistently on guard. She created a fake backstory where a disguise around town and buried herself into DIY project to stave off anxiety. But her stress only rises when Tommy insisted he'd been hearing something walking on the roof and calling his name late at night. With money running out and danger seemingly around the corner, she makes a desperate decision that will rewrite everything she knows to be true. Meanwhile, Kobe Mills is on a heart-pounding journey of other kinds of failed musicians. He's now heading a small family farm in North Carolina, seeking a rare break from his duties at home. He spontaneously takes gigs, playing in a bar in St. Pete Beach, Florida, where he meets Morgan Lee, and his whole life is turned upside down. The daughter of affluent Chicago doctor, Morgan graduated from a prestigious college music program with the ambitions to move to Nashville and become a star. Romantically and musically, she and Kobe complete each other in every way that neither has ever known. In this course of single, unforgettable, 2 young people will navigate an exhilarating height of heartbreak of first love. Hundreds of miles away, Beverly will put her love for her young son to the test, and fate will draw all 3 of them together in a web of altering connections, forcing each to wonder whether the dreams of a better life can ever survive the weight of their past. So that's choice #1. Book #2 is Lisa JEWELL, The Family Reigns. Book #2 is Lisa JEWELL's The Family Remains. Instant New York Times bestseller. Other authors are at a 10 out of 10 for me. Lisa is a solid 100. Gillian McAllister, The Sunday Times, London. Best-selling author of The Wrong Place, Wrong Time. The #1 New York best-selling author Lisa Jewell waves a simple, masterful Samantha Downing International best-selling author thriller about twisted marriages, fractured families, and deadly obsessions in the standalone sequel to The Family Upstairs. Early one morning, actually I didn't know this book was a standalone sequel, but since it's a standalone, we can still read it. One early morning of the shore, DCI Samuel Ushua is called to the scene of a gruesome crime when he learns the bones are connected to a cold case that left 3 people dead in the kitchen in Chelsea's mansion 30 years ago. After fleeing London 30 years ago in the wake of a horrific tragedy, Lucy Lamb is finally coming home. While settling in with her children and is just about to purchase their first house, her brother takes off to find a boy from their shared past whose memories haunts the present. As they all race to answer the convoluted mystery, they will come to find that they're connected in ways they never imagined. In this masterful standalone sequel to her haunting New York Times bestsellers, The Family Upstairs, Lisa Jewell is writer at the top of her game, Karen Slaughter, New York Times bestselling author with a jaw-dropping, intricate, and effective novel about the length we go to protect the ones we love and uncover the truth. This one sounds really good, and if you guys choose this book, we could read The Family Upstairs and read The Family Remains if you guys want to, so let me know. Book number 3 is by Taylor Jenkins Reid. It is called CARRIE SOTO is Back. #1 New York Times bestseller and epic adventure about a female athlete, perhaps past her prime, brought back to the tennis court for one last Grand Slam. Ellie, from the author of Malibu Rising, Daisy Jones and the Six, and The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, a heart-filled novel about an iconic and persevering father-daughter time. Gorgeous, the kind of sharp, smart, point-10 book you have set aside every few pages just to catch your breath. I'll take a piece of CARRIE SOTO forward with me and be a little better for it. Emily Henry, author of Book Lover and Beach Read, one of the best books of the year. Time, NPR, Sugar Pop, Glamour, Reader's Digest. CARRIE SOTO is fierce, and her determination to win at any cost has not made her popular. But by the time she retires from tennis, she is the best player the world has ever seen. She has shattered the record to claim the 20 Grand Slam title. And if you ask CARRIE, she's entitled to every one. She sacrificed nearly everything to become the best, with her father, Javier, as her coach, a former champion himself. Javier has trained her since the age of 2, but 6 years after her retirement, CARRIE finds herself sitting in the stands of the 1994 U.S. Open, watching her record be taken from her by a brutal, stunning player named Nikki Chen. At 37 years old, CARRIE makes the monumental decision to come out of retirement and be coached by her father for one last year in attempt to reclaim her record. Even if the sports media says that they never liked the battle of acts anyway, even if her body doesn't move as fast as it did, even if it means swallowing her pride to train with a man she once almost opened her heart to. Bao Hunley, like her, he has something to prove before he gives up the game forever. In spite of it all, Carrie SOTO is back for one epic final season. In this invigorating and unforgettable novel, Taylor Jenkins Reid tells her most vulnerable, emotional story yet. The last book is by Alice FEENEY, instant New York Times bestseller. Alice FEENEY is great with twists and turns. Harlan Coben, the New York Times bestselling author of Rock, Paper, Scissors, returns with a locked room mystery when a family reunion leads to murder in a delightful, twisty, and anthropomorphic thriller as seen on The Today Show. A dysfunctional family meets Agatha Christie, and then there were none, with a truly gap-inducing twist. This is the book you've been looking for. Catherine Ryan Howard, best-selling author of 56 Days. Daisy Darker was born with a broken heart. Now, after years of avoiding each other, Daisy's Darker entire family is assembling for Nana's 80th birthday party in her crumbling Gothic house on a tiny Todd Island. The family arrives, each of them hoarding secrets. When the tide comes in, they will be cut off from the rest of the world for 8 hours. But at the stroke of midnight, as a storm rages, Nana is found dead, and hours later, the next family member follows. Trapped on an island where someone is killed them one by one, Darkers must reckon with their present mystery as well as their secrets past before the tide goes out and reveals them all. As seen on The Today Show and picked by Book of the Month, Daisy Darker's Family Secrets and Alice FEENEY's trademark shocks, twists, and will keep readers riveting. So guys, those are all the choices. Like I said in the beginning of this video, you can now vote on my community tab, and I will close voting for this on Saturday morning. I will also see you guys Friday for our book discussion on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember that our book is The Family Reunion by Kayla Olson. I hope you guys like the choices you can choose from. And if the vote comes out to choose the Lisa JEWELL's book, we'll read both of her standalone since there's 2 parts to the story. So remember, I'm always thinking of you, sending my love, and bye for now.